fuck out, you know. See man, them man not take on the work, you know. Look how much bumbo clad Chinese. Me not see no black man there to work, brother. Look here. Look how much Chinese I work. I don't get fucked.
So everyone has been asking how the Chinese mechanics got into Jamaica. Well, here are the facts. Did you know that in 2015, Jamaica signed away the Kingston Freeport, our main port, our lifeline to China, who has full control for 30 years? Now they control what comes in and they control what goes out. That's why the Chinese mechanics and other companies move the way they want. No one to answer to. No real checks. No oversight. They run the port, they hold the gate. Why do you think it's after the fact Pika stepped in? Because they don't even know what's going on. But somebody know. Because when it comes to these little things, you know, don't think you can think on the same level you were programmed to think on. You have to change your frequency sometimes. And we're standing on the outside of our own house. We can't even act like we never know. Listen, we will never get out of slavery. Because a nation that can't even control its own port is a nation already conquered. Just without the chains.
This is us, 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. This is the line to get in there at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I want to sleep. We came in yesterday morning and we did not get through. There was like 50 plus cars here. I think we have a better chance. 5:45 and I'm on no sleep.
It's 5:44. I don't know where gear get 5:45 from. I'm on 20% sleep.
20%?
Yes.
Bro, you sleep longer than all of it. You sleep longer than all of it.
Apparently, they're only taking 20 cars today. And Josh falls right in that quick. So hopefully Josh gets through.
If you don't hear from me, that's because we're running out of food. Because right now, a 1 piece of spice one we have and a 3 man.
Here's this man.
You don't have to know one neither. You want to no one thing. You want to shoot for money to no one thing. Let me pass it. I give you my money. One buck lad. Alright, okay, you're too fucking thief. Alright, give me more something. A full of scrap money. You're too thief, rascal. You can't cuss my bad word. Cuss over. Eva. Try to check you, Anna? Give me try to check you, Anna. Check you, Anna? What am I checking for? You give me I mean, I'll get in trouble. You're too fucking discount. You're too fucking discount. You're too fucking wicked. But you see you? A blood clot. Me don't want to see you. Suck your man. You mean you're a batty man then? Yeah, man, yeah. You're a batty man. Suck your man. Yeah, quiet. Me don't want that batty man. Suck your man. Quiet, batty man. Puto. Quiet, batty man. You're a real batty man. Suck your man. Quiet, batty man. See, again. Quiet, batty man. Go suck your wood, yeah. Batty man. Go on. Who boy, yeah. You know the batty man. You batty man. Go.
Yo, Jamaica have the most crab in a barrel mentality. Me see a man post a video, see, with him voice behind it. And man say, yo, 2,000 Jamaicans, undocumented Jamaicans, are calling the Jamaican embassy, begging help to return home because Donald Trump have them in cages, not giving them any water, and not feeding them and returning them back to the country. And this man is celebrating. He's rejoicing. He's happy. And most of the time, these people say I celebrate them thing, are the one them will never travel. How are you happy and celebrating a man's downfall? Better yet, your country, brother. I tried and go try the waters and work out in a farm. I'm more than sure if you had gotten the chance, you would have taken it. Because who no want make more money, who no want better for themselves and them family. And we know in Jamaica it's very hard. If you make it in Jamaica, thumbs up to you. And most of the time for you to make it, you have to rob somebody, whether white collar or you hold them up and take it. But at the celebration, bro, like, you're glad, you're happy. So this I read some people. Like, oh, is that happy for you? Oh, is that nice for you? Yeah, God no. But I'm gonna say this, brother. Be careful where you laugh at. Because I've seen people turn into the exact same thing that they laughed at. Hear that? Big up, though.
Jamaicans aren't only being pushed out of their beaches, but gradually they're being pushed out of business. Check this out.
Chinese mechanics in Jamaica should go 20-30 cars a day like clockwork, while Jamaican mechanics, they carry stuck in the garage sometimes for a whole week. But how did the Chinese get here? How did they set up shop so fast right in front of our eyes? Listen, foreigners are coming in, buying land, running businesses, owning Jamaica, and we're becoming visitors in our own land. Just like some places in Africa where people now work for foreigners in their own country. Sooner or later, the Chinese going to control the parts distribution and shut us out.
I already think it's too late for Jamaicans. And the reason why I say that, because back in 2015, Jamaica signed an agreement with China, allowing China to control one of their biggest and most important ports for 30 years. And that's the port of Kingston. So China dictates what goes into Jamaica and what goes out of Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure all these Chinese business owners already have a connection with distributors in China. So they have direct contact with the distributors when it comes to supplies and keeping their stores in stock. So as you gradually see Chinese businesses pop up, you see less Jamaican businesses. So Jamaicans are gradually becoming workers for foreigners. And who allows another country to control your ports, allow what comes in and outside of your country? Like I said, it's already a wrap, at least for 30 years.
Now, guys, there are claims that the Chinese community in Jamaica, one of the island's oldest immigrant groups, is being forced out. But is that really happening, or is it history, politics, and fear colliding once again? Stick around because we are going to unpack it all. Now, guys, before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. That way, you won't miss any of my deep dives into the stories that most people don't want to talk about. Now, guys, the Chinese first arrived in Jamaica in the 1800s, many coming as indentured laborers. Over the generations, they became part of the island's heartbeat, running supermarkets, opening restaurants, and building businesses that are now staples in Jamaicans' life. But the journey hasn't always been smooth, guys. During the Great Depression, for example, Jamaica introduced restrictions on Chinese immigration, and there were growing complaints that they were dominating commerce. Fast forward to today, and similar tensions are echoing again. Some Jamaicans argue that Chinese investments in big projects, highways, ports, and construction gives outsiders too much control and squeezes locals out of opportunities. On the other hand, some say it's the Chinese themselves who face discrimination, social pressure, and even hostility that makes them feel unwelcome. So, when people claim the Chinese are being forced out, it's not necessarily deportations. It could mean economic pressure, cultural friction, or even a deep sense of being pushed aside. And guys, this isn't just a Jamaican issue. From Africa to Latin America, countries are wrestling with how to balance the benefits of Chinese investments with fears of losing sovereignty. Jamaica, with its long-standing Chinese community, is right at the center of this global conversation. So, guys, what's the truth? Are Chinese Jamaicans really being forced out? So, guys, what's the truth? Are Chinese Jamaicans really being forced out? The reality is even more complicated than the headlines. They're still here, still shaping the culture and economy, but there's no denying that tension exists, guys. At the heart of this story is a bigger question. Who gets to define Jamaicans' culture? Who gets to define Jamaicans' future? I'd love to I'd love to hear what you think, guys. Are these fears valid or is this narrative overblown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if you liked this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe, and stay tuned to The Real Watchlist with me, Betty. And remember, if you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned to The Real Watchlist with me, Betty, for more commentary on issues everyone else is too afraid to unpack. Till the next one, guys. Bye.